Hey guys, just taking a quick stroll, thinking about life, see what's important, what's not important. And, we come to realize that a lot of things that we dream and talk about are the really defining things in our lives. And when we stop and think, they're not. Most of the things we want, most of the things we ask, are things that basically everybody else has forced us to believe that that's what we need. And the older I get, the more I think, what is it that we really, really need? And it comes down to a few basic things. First of all, we need to be curious in things that we really, really enjoy. We need to understand how to care and love each other, and just get passionate about things that are in front of us at the moment. If we follow those basic principles, I think life will be a lot easier. And we will definitely feel better about ourselves instead of having that constant feeling of chasing something or someone that at the end of the day doesn't benefit us. I'm experiencing some paths in life right now that some of them 10 years ago, I couldn't even fathom the idea of being there. And now I am. And the emotion I would have had 10 years ago would have been amazing, ecstatic. The emotion I have today, it's just another day. What changed? The expectations. That's what changed. The expectations, the knowing that I'm here, I have it, is not really changing anything. So, going through life, do we really want to change everything? So that we can keep chasing that pretend belief dream, or do we want to stop and really take back and understand what's really important for us? What do we really cherish? Do we cherish the nice cars? Do we cherish more time at home? But then do we have enough money to stay at home and live comfortably? Is it really necessary to pay $200-$300 a month for cell phones? Is it really necessary to have all these extra things like a nice car, a 5,000 square foot home? By all means, if you have the means to get it, please get it. Because that's a great life achievement. That's a beautiful thing to share with your family and loved ones, your financial achievements. But the reality is that what you really want and need. In my case, I'm discovering that that's not what I really want. That's something that I always projected to myself that I wanted, and led myself to believe that I needed it, when that wasn't the case. What I need is basically my family, and create goals with them, get really curious with things with them, see what my girls want, see what my boys want, and me achieving that curiosity with them. Because that's what drives me. That's what I'm getting curious about. Not making, $5,000-$6,000 in a trade, or make $100,000 in a week. Been there, done it. It hasn't changed who I am. It might give me a little bit of excitement for a day or two. Made me scream that morning I woke up and I realized some of my trading accounts were up, 100, 200 grand. But it really didn't change who I was. I still wanted to be the dad. I still wanted to be the loving husband. I still wanted to be that friend that shares the happiness and with others. So that's what I realized was important to me. Why am I sharing this? It's not to brag. It's not to create this, whatever you want to call it. It's just that I think in life we just don't stop and talk about what really matters. Because we're so gung-ho about paying the next bill. We're so gung-ho about looking right. We're so gung-ho about getting everything that everybody else expects us to get. But are we really stopping and getting what we need? And I think if we all do that, we'll live such a better life. with more passion, more cherishingness about things, more giving. You'll be more fulfilled. You go to bed tired and wake up more energetic. I truly believe that. And today was one of those days. That's why I'm making this video. I really wanted to sit back, just cut loose from everything, not touch the phone for a couple of hours, and take a walk. And my first thought, oh man, I gotta get out of the car. I gotta go find a park. And I just said, screw it. The first road I see, I'm gonna start walking. And I end up in the middle of a road that's next to the river. Met two beautiful dogs. Got curious about some plants that I saw when I was like, what does that plant do? What kind of medicinal purposes does this plant have? Something that I've never seen, but it just made me forget about all the stuff that we live in. All the stuff that we do every day. And it made me think more of the freedoms that we have about being basic sometimes. And the moments that you cherish with your family, your wife, your kids, your mother, your father. Yes, financial wealth gives you the ability to make certain things better. And it does. I mean, let's be honest. Having money does make things better. And if somebody says that it doesn't, I'll take them to the right stores. But the core meaning of life is not about money. It's about celebrating who you're with, celebrating you every day, high-fiving yourself every day, and truly making an impact on what you do each and every day. That's what I mean. I know it sounds like a little ramble, a little far-fetched out there, but I'm a firm believer in what I say, that today, that we got to just make sure we have certain ducks in a row. Certain ducks in a row, like take a walk. You know, just start a little garden. Be spontaneous on certain things. Call your parents. Tell them how much you love them. Make a goal. Say like, how can I help the next person? Simple things. Start with the small things today. That could start as simple as I'm making a decision to get out of the car instead of being in a hustle and bustle. And making a decision, I'm going to take a nice little walk. Or make a goal for a year from now. Say, in a year from now, I want to take my best friend out hiking. Give yourself a whole year to plan it. Make a trip. Make a point, stop and look at certain plans. I don't know, but just get creative. And I guarantee you, you'll feel so much better. Your juices start flowing. You think clear. Your body feels better. And you just all around bring your animal out of you, you know? Instead of just being caged every day in cars. You know, we wake up in a room. We go downstairs into another room. We get out of that room. We jump into another room to take a shower. Then from that room, we'll go to another room. We'll get out of that garage room and go into another room, which is your car. And then from your car, you go into another room because you got to go get coffee in that room. Get out of that room and get into work. And you're always in a room. And I'm a firm believer that we weren't built to be in rooms. We were built to be out. You know? And it's getting harder and harder to find this and less of this. And that's unintentionally slowly killing our inner, I don't know, what is it called? Your inner you, your inner being, because we're just so conditioned on being in the concrete jungle when we should be in the tree jungle. You know, cultivating things, living off the land, and keeping it simple. Instead of worrying about which new video game came out or which console to get. You know, you make a ton of videos. I haven't made a video in a while just because there's so much to do, so much to appreciate. I'm taking some time to be a much better husband, a much better father by appreciating all the little things. Making that decision right in the moment. Is that going to upset me? All right, that upset me, but I'm not going to live in that moment that I'm going to be upset enough that is going to ruin that special moment with somebody else. If one of my kids breaks my bottles, it's okay. Let him break a bottle. I just don't want that to upset me because I don't want to live in that moment of being upset, frustrated over something that is not true, or over something that I don't believe in. That's the beauty of not living in the moment in the wrong way, taking a quick walk, getting your team to help you, being successful in many different levels. And success is not only measured by financial assets. To me, success is measured by how effective you are with your emotions. Are you calm and collected, or are you a loose cannon? Do you stop and try to understand what your wife or husband is doing and try to understand why they're reacting a certain way? Or are you just going to give them more for them to feed off of? Maybe your partner had a bad day. Maybe your partner's not feeling good. Maybe your partner's not understanding how to communicate towards you. So you make two decisions. Either to be mad at them and get back at them, or to love them. And just give them that unconditional love. That's the quick message I want to give to everybody. Talk to y'all soon.